Good Thursday evening and welcome to the NCWLIFE Evening News. I'm Grant Olson. Before we get to today's top news stories, let's take a quick look outside our weather window. And once again, as I mentioned this last night during the weather segment of our news program, that it's Seattle type weather, and that's what we saw once again today with some misty rain showers. Mild temperatures though around north central Washington, but this was our situation for most of the day as we look down at our PTZ camera, our Sky-Fi tower camera from Omi Gardens, looking down at the Wenatchee Valley. Lots of clouds out there this afternoon and rain showers. And with the snow, with the warmer temperatures, and with some of this snow melt, there is high avalanche danger right now. That area in red through today, avalanche warning. In fact, that has been extended through tonight and into Friday morning now. All that area in red is very susceptible to avalanches right now in the backcountry. Very dangerous avalanche conditions, so keep that in mind. And the north and central, the mountains of Washington State, also up on the Canadian border, just be very, very careful over the next couple of days. We've got more moisture headed our way, and we'll talk about that coming up a little bit later on. And now a few of the stories we're following for you tonight. Criminal charges are stacking up against the Wenatchee man accused of leading police on a chase across the Columbia River 2 weeks ago. A Quincy man will spend 19 months in prison for raping 2 underage victims and fathering a child with one of them. And the firefighter badly burned in the 2015 Twisp River fire has reached a $5 million settlement with the Okanagan and Douglas County Public Utility Districts. But first we begin tonight. The driver of a semi pulling a tanker had to be rescued early this morning after his truck went through a guardrail and down an embankment on Highway 97 near Orondo. 29-year-old Kenneth Pierce of Moses Lake was trapped in the semi but was freed uninjured by Orondo firefighters and a Washington State Patrol trooper. Trooper John Bryant said about 3:49 a.m. the southbound truck went off the road about half-mile north of Orondo, through a guardrail and down a 40-foot embankment. Douglas County Fire District 4 said the semi lost its empty tanker, which had become lodged in a tree. The cause of the accident remains under investigation, and though Pierce is likely to be cited. Criminal charges are stacking up against the Wenatchee man accused of leading police on a chase across the Columbia River 2 weeks ago. Prosecutors already charged Mitchell Figueroa Ibarra with a single count of eluding police for a January 9th pursuit from Wenatchee to East Wenatchee. Now he faces likely new counts of possessing methamphetamine and an unauthorized firearm, plus one more charge of allegedly filing the serial number off of that firearm. Police say they found the drugs and an altered handgun in the car Figueroa was driving. The 26-year-old suspect is forbidden from possessing firearms thanks to a 2012 conviction in a gang-related stabbing. He remains held in the Chelan County Jail. A Quincy man will spend 19 months in prison for raping 2 underage victims and fathering a child with one of them. Ismael Arsenio Amaya Diaz, now 23 years old, victimized one 15-year-old girl and a 13-year-old in 2017 and 2018. He was 19 at the time. State law allowed Judge Leslie Allen to sentence him up to 20 months in prison. He also faces 3 years on probation and 10 years on a list of registered sex offenders. Well, the firefighter badly burned in the 2015 Twisp River fire has reached a $5 million settlement with the Okanagan and Douglas County Public Utility Districts. Daniel Lyon was the sole survivor in a crew of 5 men whose truck was overwhelmed by the flames. A tree branch contacting PUD electric lines was identified as the cause of the deadly 12,000-acre fire. Lyon suffered burns over 70% of his body, and his partners, Richard Wheeler, Andrew Zajac, and Tom Zabuski, were killed. Lyon's court claim initially asked for $100 million in damages. It also challenged a state doctrine that prevents first responders from suing for injury. Well, coming up next, the group that failed in a court effort to stop Leavenworth's planned adventure park says it plans to watch the next steps very closely. It didn't take long for former Chelan Mayor Mike Cooney to find a new way to serve the community. And we'll take a look at some of the events happening around the valley for you to enjoy this weekend. I'm Grant Olson, and you're watching the NCWLIFE Evening News.
Local Myth Pizza, we believe in real food, freshly prepared with only premium ingredients. Our cheeses are imported from Italy. Our sauces, dressings, and even our sausages are made in-house fresh daily. Featuring Northwest craft beers and 30 Chelan Valley wines and ciders. Family fun and amazing food. Eat local, drink local, and be local at Local Myth Pizza.
Come see why Sunset Magazine says you can't beat Local Myth Pizza.
So Pam, how's your mom doing?
She's okay. She's struggling. She'd like to stay in her house, and it's getting harder for her to do the daily chores.
What kinds of problems is she having?
Just basic house cleaning, taking care of her house, yard work, taking care of her medicine.
Mm-hmm. It does sound exhausting.
It is very exhausting, and I always worry about her.
Aging and Adult Care can assist you or your loved one to remain comfortably and safely in their own home. Contact them today to start the conversation.
When it comes to our community, you can count on Town Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram to be invested. From supporting community college scholarships through a concert series or participating in a local high school homecoming event, Town Chrysler has always put the community first. Buying local supports the jobs and programs you care about most. When it comes time to buy your next new or used car, SUV, or truck, remember, there's no reason to leave town.
Welcome back. In another news, the group that failed in an effort to stop Leavenworth's planned adventure park says it plans to watch the next steps very closely. After months of consideration, Chelatch County Judge Travis Brandt said this week the $6 million tourist attraction can go forward. The Friends of Leavenworth Civic Association sued to overturn the project's approval by the City of Leavenworth's hearing examiner, but Brandt said the group failed to show why the park should not begin construction at the intersection of Bicycle Road and Highway 2. The park design includes a climbing wall, a bungee trampoline, and an alpine coaster built into the hillside. Kerville Skinnerland is the vice chair of Friends of Leavenworth.
I have to say we were somewhat surprised. We raised quite a number of issues related to the environmental impact document and some issues related to height, parking, traffic, noise, and so forth. And the judge essentially upheld the decision of the hearing examiner on all of the issues we raised. We still feel the issues that we've raised have not been adequately addressed, which are traffic, parking, and noise primarily. Those are our main issues.
Skinnerland says the group plans to keep a close eye as the adventure park seeks its design and operational permits from the city. It still has the right to appeal. Well, it didn't take long for former Mayor Mike Cooney of Chelan to find a new way to serve the community. Cooney has been appointed executive director for the Chelan Valley Housing Trust, a nonprofit group formed about a year ago to address the city's lack of affordable housing. Cooney said the idea is to get the cost of land out of the home buying equation for people with a household income of $30,000 to $52,000. One of the group's first projects was Emerson Village, a 5-townhouse community now under construction. Cooney, owner of the Vogue in downtown Chelan, was defeated in the November election by former Mayor Bob Getty. Let's check in with NCWLIFE's Megan McPherson now for a look at what's happening around the valley for you to enjoy this weekend.
Here's a look at what's on tap this weekend around the Wenatchee Valley. Get your tickets for the final weekend of Exit Laughing by Paul Elliott, directed by Mike Magnotti and produced by Desiree Schmidt. Performances run now through Saturday at 7:30 p.m. at the Riverside Playhouse. Get your tickets at numericapac.org. Head over to Leavenworth to party in the snow this Friday through Saturday. Timber Winter Music Festival is back for its 7th weekend of music and fun. During the day, attendees can take in a number of winter activities like snowboarding and sledding, as well as see live music at a handful of local venues throughout downtown Leavenworth. At night, 21 and over guests will rock out in the Leavenworth Fest Hall to live music while enjoying beer in the famous Hot Toddy Garden. The Planetarium and Moonlight Snowshoe Stroll Extravaganza is this Friday at 5 p.m. at the Wenatchee River Institute. The evening begins in Wenatchee River Institute's domed planetarium. Then travel outdoors through the soft moonlight on a guided snowshoe stroll, identifying the winter constellations viewed earlier from the planetarium. This is a unique opportunity to take a virtual tour of our solar system and beyond, learning about our sun, moon, stars, and planets. The 2020 Wenatchee Rotary Auction is this Saturday at 5:30 p.m. at the Wenatchee Convention Center. Join Wenatchee Rotary for an evening of food, fellowship, and teaming together to raise funds to support organizations and projects in our valley. This year's proceeds will help fund local service grants to organizations serving youth, homeless, and the hungry, Interact Club project with Chelan Douglas Land Trust, college scholarships, World Community Service Project for clean water and sanitation, and Community Foundation of NCW to help many local nonprofits doing outstanding work. Reserve your tickets online. And finally, Kick Your Sticks for Cancer is this Sunday at 8:30 a.m. at the Leavenworth Fish Hatchery. Families of all ages can raise funds for cancer care and treatment in the Wenatchee Valley for the Wellness Place while classics skate or snowshoeing their way through the amazing Icicle River trails behind the fish hatchery. Go online to register. For more information on this weekend's events and others, visit the community calendar at ncwlife.com.
Lots going on this weekend. All right, you're watching the NCW Life Evening News. Coming up next, tonight's feature story and your complete local weather forecast. That and much more still to come on the NCW Life Evening News. Stay with us.
Arctic Refrigeration and Heating has been serving North Central Washington for 34 years. Arctic provides the finest heating and cooling air quality products for residential and commercial customers, along with prompt and professional customer service. Arctic also offers specialty services like custom sheet metal fabrication of ductwork, coil cleaning, as well as planned fall and spring maintenance for the overall well-being of your system. Arctic is available for emergency calls 24/7. Call Arctic Refrigeration and Heating for your heating and cooling needs.
It's a marvelous markdown at Sangster Buick GMC.
Hi, Corey Sangster, and we're ending the year with a bang. Take advantage of employee pricing on a great selection of new Buick and GMCs. 2019 GMC Sierra 1500 Crew SLT with savings over $11,000. Or this 2019 Buick Encore all-wheel drive up to $7,000 off. Or choose employee pricing. Before you buy, compare price, service, and selection.
December is a marvelous markdown at Sangster Buick GMC or sangstermotors.com.
Reinventing FaceTime here at Blue Lagoon Pool and Spa, a new family-owned and operated business located in the heart of downtown Wenatchee. Owner Andrew Vickery brings forth years of experience to help you transition your backyard into a place where memories are made, family time is looked forward to, and friends are always welcome. Blue Lagoon Pool and Spa offers many different styles and sizes of artesian spa. Let us help you add hydrotherapy to your already healthy lifestyle.
This is Caitlin Hedershe, the producer of the NCWLIFE magazine. Each week, I'm bringing you a look behind the scenes of the faces, places, and events that make North Central Washington the place we call home. Tune in every weekday for an in-depth look at a new topic each week. From local artists in their studios to businesses breaking barriers that might surprise you and everything in between. Join me on the NCWLIFE magazine right here on the NCWLIFE channel.
Welcome back to the NCW Life Evening News. Time now for our weekly Kennel Cameos feature from the Wenatchee Valley Humane Society. Tonight, NCW Life's Megan McPherson introduces us to Bashful the Cat.
Hey guys, Megan here with the NCW Life channel. We're here with Jenny, the volunteer coordinator at the Wenatchee Valley Humane Society, and Bashful's joining us this week. He's not really that bashful though, is he?
He's not. Yeah. He's very sweet. He's, we think, between 3 and 5 years old. He probably would like a quiet house. He loves to be pet. Holding's okay. I mean, he's kind of chill and just does whatever, but he does love his pets. He likes quiet, so probably not any small kids, but yeah.
And what should someone do if they're interested in adopting him?
Definitely come on down and meet Bashful, and he's actually ready to go today.
The Wenatchee Valley Humane Society is located at 1474 South Wenatchee Avenue and is open Monday through Friday from 11 a.m. to 6 p.m. and Saturday and Sunday from 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. Give them a call at 509-662-9577 or visit their website at wenatcheehumane.org. This has been Kennel Cameos at the Wenatchee Valley Humane Society.
Time now for a check of your north central Washington weather forecast. First, let's take a peek outside our weather window. And this was our situation pretty much throughout the day across pretty much all of north central Washington. This shot looking down from the cross camera at Wenatchee Heights, and you can see a low-level cloud bank that hung over Wenatchee for a lot of the day. Above that, mid and even high-level clouds brought us some misty rain, even some scattered snow showers around parts of north central Washington today. But temperature-wise, it really wasn't bad once again today, about where we should be for this time of year. 37 unofficially here in the Wenatchee area. 36 is where we should be for a high temperature. We started off the day at 31. That's 5 degrees above where we should be at 26. Record high, second day in a row. Back in 2011, it was mild. 56, our record high. Not the same for 1969, though. Record low, 7 below. We did pick up 9/100ths of an inch of moisture over the past 24 to 36 hours. That now gets us to 0.46 inches to date, and that's about 3/10 of an inch behind where we should be. We should be at almost 8/10 of an inch of rain right now, so we'll probably catch up over the next couple of days. Snowfall today, we're still at 11.2 inches. Sunrise this morning, 7:37. Sunset this afternoon at 4:48. Let's take a look now at how your Friday will shape up. I'm sure lots of you have weekend plans coming up, and tomorrow's weather will be a lot like today, except warmer. We won't see as good a chance for rain during the day tomorrow. 50. Moses Lake, you're going to have a great day tomorrow. 49 in Ephrata, 46 Quincy, 43 here in the Wenatchee area. Most of us in the lower 40s here in north central Washington. Even Lake Wenatchee, not a bad day for you folks either tomorrow at 35 degrees. Taking a look at our surface loop tonight, we do have a 90% chance for rain continuing. Still that atmospheric river of moisture coming up into Washington state. The greens and yellows, that indicates heavy amounts of rainfall. We could see 2 to 4 inches of rain in parts of western Washington by tomorrow, because it's not going to stop there. Even though we only have a 30% chance of rain during the day here, most of western Washington, a good chance for rain, and then that goes up for us by Friday night to a 60% chance of the wet stuff, and we're not stopping there. As we get into the upcoming weekend, we're going to be cloudy on Saturday, a 60% chance of rain, still a very moist flow coming up from the southwest. We also have a ridge of high pressure up and over the Pacific Northwest, and that's allowing at the same time nice warm air to move up our way. For Sunday as we end the weekend, once again, a 60% chance for rain. It will remain warm. Snow showers if you're traveling around Lookout Pass and maybe back into Snoqualmie Pass this weekend. For Monday as we start our next week, mostly cloudy skies. Our chance for rain goes down to about 30%, maybe a snow rain mix for Monday. We're still under the effects of that beautiful high pressure ridge, so our temperatures are going to stay on the mild side. Mostly cloudy Tuesday, a 30% chance for rain. Yellows and lime greens, we're talking 50s, maybe even 60 degrees as we get into the middle of part of next week for the Tri-Cities, and then a good fetch of moisture once again moving up our way by Wednesday. Heavy rain possible, but once again, we will stay on the mild side. Let's take a look now at your Patriot Plumbing, Heating and Cooling 7-day forecast. How about 35 degrees for an overnight low tonight? Once again, a good chance for some rain showers. 30% chance for rain tomorrow and 43. 40 degrees on Saturday with a 60% chance of rain. We're going to stay mild on Sunday and Monday. Still that chance for showers out there. And then as we get into the middle of next week, temperatures in the upper 30s to lower 40s with a chance for rain and snow. And that's a look at your local weather forecast. Coming up next, tonight's sports report with Eric Granstrom and more as the NCWLIFE Evening News continues right after this.
Bring the whole family up to Stormy Mountain Brewing and local public house in historic downtown Chelan. Applewood smoked brisket, street-style tacos, and our award-winning barbecue rubs and sauces. Our meals pair perfectly with our exciting lineup of craft ales, made right here in Chelan. We've got room for big groups, or give us a call for catering. So grab the kids and check out the fun at Stormy Mountain Brewing and local public house located in the heart of Chelan.
Arctic Refrigeration and Heating, serving North Central Washington, is proud to offer the finest heating and cooling air quality products along with prompt and professional customer service since 1984. Regardless of the temperature outside, Arctic is here for you. Arctic offers a variety of services: residential and commercial heating, air conditioning, commercial refrigeration, as well as planned fall and spring maintenance for the overall well-being of your system. Call Arctic Refrigeration and Heating for your heating and cooling needs.
With TV advertising, what we want to do is more deeply connect with the community.
People spot me in different parts around North Central, Costco and Wenatchee, say, hey, you're the pizza guy. And so they wouldn't know that if it weren't for the TV commercials we've done.
We've been here so long that people already know who we are and what we do, but to have that image flash on their television screen as opposed to just hearing it in the radio or seeing it in the newspaper, I just love the fact that we can actually put our finger on when a customer comes in and says, I saw your ad.
It's becoming increasingly difficult in this digital age to know where are your customers listening or watching, because I watch all the different channels that they watch too, like Cooking Channel, History Channel, and so it was wonderful to be able to be on there.
I would say that if you want to do business in Wenatchee, then you should connect with the people of Wenatchee, and there's no better way to do that than with NCWLIFE.
AC Checker has new owners who put customer service first. When you have to get there on time, call fast, friendly, reliable AC Checker, 663-TAXI. AC Checker has the industry's only on-time or it's free guarantee. Conditions apply. Call AC Checker, 663-TAXI to schedule your cab or schedule online at acchecker.com. Call American Classic Taxi, 663-TAXI. That's 663-8294.
And now it's a sports update on the NCWLIFE channel.
And a happy Thursday to you. The Wenatchee Valley Lady Knights traveled to Moses Lake, picked up a 62-52 win over Big Bend Community College last night. Carrie Ann Kunkel continued her season of scoring with 21 points to lead Wenatchee Valley. Chastity Spady chipped in 19 as the Lady Knights improved to 14-6, 5-2 in conference play. They'll host Treasure Valley Saturday afternoon at 2 o'clock. Coming up tonight on the women's college basketball schedule, Central Washington plays at Concordia at 5:15. Then at 6, number 13 Gonzaga hosts Pepperdine in the Kennel. The Wenatchee Valley men picked up a 10-point victory at Big Bend last night, downing the Vikings 81-71. Malik Parsons led the way with 27 points, while Abdullah scored 16 off the bench. WVC now 17-3 overall, 5-2 in conference plays. They prepare to host Treasure Valley Saturday afternoon at 4 o'clock at WB Smith Gymnasium. Now, coming up tonight on the men's college basketball schedule, Washington plays at Utah on the Pac-12 network. The Cougars are in Colorado to face number 23 Buffaloes. That's also on the Pac-12 network. Central Washington plays in Portland at Concordia tonight at 7:30. On the Les Schwab Prep Wrestling scoreboard from last night, Cashmere edged Omak 39-36 to hand the Pioneers their first dual loss of the season. Omak then turned around and beat Chelan 39-21. Cascade topped Chelan 43-24. Cascade topped Cashmere 41-34. It was senior night last night for the Cashmere Bulldogs. Coming up on the wrestling schedule tonight, Quincy travels to Ephrata for their Battle of the Basin at 7. Wenatchee's on the road at Sunnyside at 7. And Eastmont hosts Eisenhower at 7 o'clock. I'll be Matt Side for your play-by-play. We'll have that following hockey tonight at 9 o'clock here on the NCWLIFE channel. Now, in fact, here's a reminder of what's coming up on our schedule this week with Hockey Night tonight, featuring the Wenatchee Wild and Cowichan Valley Capitals. That's from last Friday. Tomorrow night, Wenatchee and Eastmont boys basketball game from the Town Toyota Center earlier this month. That's at 7. Then on Saturday, Grant will be courtside for the Wenatchee Panthers and Davis Pirates. Girls game live at 5:30. The boys follow at 7:30. Battle for the regular season Big Nine Girls Bowling Championship underway in Yakima. Wenatchee 9-2 heading to Nob Hill Lanes to take on the 8-2 Ike Cadets. Winning team will earn the Big Nine regular season crown and host the district tournament next Friday. Also in Big Nine play today, Moses Lake is bowling at Davis. It's a limited schedule for high school basketball tonight. Entiat travels to Soap Lake while Bridgeport is hosting Manson on the girls' side. Then in boys play tonight, Cashmere has a non-league game at home against Royal. Entiat travels to Soap Lake. That game gets underway at 7:30. Well, Russell Wilson and the Seahawks coaching staff were down in Florida preparing for Sunday's Pro Bowl. The Seahawks film crew also down there capturing a day in the life of Seattle's quarterback during his practice and sharing it with his stepson, Future.
What's up? We're here at the Pro Bowl, excited. Brought a little man with us. Time to get to work. What's up, baby? Yeah. How you feeling, bro? When did you guys get here? Hold on, boy. My dad. Back at the Pro Bowl. Gonna be exciting. NFC quarterbacks, we're ready. We got Drew Brees, the one and only. We got Kirk Cousins. You know, we got the whole squad. 2012 class right here. You know, Wisconsin versus Michigan State. Good days. Yo, strong right, strong right. 2 PA, double out. Let's go on 1-on-1. Yo, sight. Yo, green AD. Good sight. Bang. Yo, gun double right, gun double right. Two jet. Let's go. X dagger, Y slumber. Let's go on 1-on-1. Bang. Bang, bang. How'd you pull off the Saint colors? How'd you pull off the Saints colors? Who'd you talk to? Right? Who'd you talk to?
It's that all gold.
Yeah,
we got the all gold.
Oh yeah, all gold unis. Hey coach, you know what'd be a good idea is tomorrow, do special teams first. So then we can, quarterbacks can warm up, receivers and all that. We can kind of do that down there while they're doing this. Good work, baby. Good work, baby. Good work, baby. Good work, baby. Good work, fellas. Good work, boo. That's all right. I see. Hey, ball on 3. 1, 2, 3. Ball. A lot of wind. Good throw. Bang. Got it? Nice.
Look, I get autographs too.
Oh yeah. Thank you, Russ. You're the man. What's up, pretty girl?
Hi.
That's Russell Wilson.
How you doing?
Can I have a hug?
Russell Wilson.
Good to see you. What's my favorite color, you said? My favorite color, I would say, is blue, because of Seahawks. What's your favorite color, Future?
My favorite color is red.
NFC will face the AFC Sunday at noon on ESPN and ABC. That's sports news. I'm Eric Granstrom. Grant, back to you.
Thank you, Eric, and what a great guy. And finally tonight, for all you doubters of Bigfoot's existence, the Washington State Department of Transportation has the proof you've been looking for. Or do they? The Highway 20 webcam on Sherburne Pass captured these images. WashDOT East shared them on Twitter with the words, quote, "Might be Sasquatch, we'll leave that up to you," unquote. If you have a video of the day you'd like to see on the NCW Life Evening News, message us on our Facebook page at the NCW Life channel. Also, some new video floating around on social media this afternoon of a possible Bigfoot sighting at Snoqualmie Pass today. Now let's check in with the big Bigfoot believer, Dan Kuntz, for a look at what's coming up tomorrow morning on Wake Up Wenatchee Valley. Dan?
Thank you, Grant. Get your weekend going with Wake Up Wenatchee Valley tomorrow morning. My guest will be Quinn Emerson, who is a member of the Wenatchee Wild Hockey team and the interim head coach, Chris Clark, talking about wild hockey tomorrow. The Trail Smoke Eaters will be in town Friday and Saturday for a couple of big games against the Wenatchee Wild, and it's your chance to win tickets. I'm going to give away 2 family 4-packs for Wenatchee Wild Hockey. So get ready to win some tickets and talk hockey with Clarkie and Quinn. We'll have that tomorrow, plus everything you need to know and that all-important weekend weather forecast as well. Start your day off the live way, live and local, 7 a.m. tomorrow for a Friday edition of Wake Up Wenatchee Valley. Grant, back to you.
Thank you, Dan. And that's going to do it for our newscast tonight. For more on these stories and other news from around North Central Washington, you can find us on Facebook or our website at ncwlife.com. And remember, if you see news happening, we'd like to hear from you. You can send us an email at news@ncwlife.com or give us a call at 888-NCWL. That's 888-6295. I'm Grant Olson. Thanks for joining us, and have a great night.
Home should never be a chore. Let Merry Maids of Wenatchee customize all your cleaning needs. Weekly, bi-weekly, special occasion. Do you have a vacation home that needs cleaning? We clean them too. Locally owned and operated, let Merry Maids do the cleaning while you focus on your family and friends. Merry Maids has special offers to fit your budget. Request your free cleaning estimate today. 509-663-1710.
You love to help others. You need a solid career. You can have it all with help from Charter College. Our 10-month medical assistant program prepares you to work in healthcare settings like physician offices, rehab centers, and clinics. You'll learn to take patient vitals, assist with exams, administer injections, and maintain medical records. When you're ready to launch a rewarding healthcare career, Visit chartercollege.edu because we work to get you to work.
Hey there, Wenatchee. I'm Sean Lee, and I'm inviting you to check out the NCW Movie Guide to keep up on what movies are playing in our town.